The arrow is pointing right down at the base of this tree.
Fear me.
Fear you? Not a very good way to open a conversation, sir. All right. Rest, soldier.
Fear me.
Back to fear me again.
It's up in the cemetery. That's the third time we heard the word fear, and then I got anger.
Second time we've heard fear me.
Every state, township, and village across the country has its share of myths and legends. Some are based in fact, while others were created to make us behave as children. Our professional team of researchers and investigators will search out your local stories, myths, and legends. From historic sites to simply things that go bump in the night. We're the ones who bump back. These are living history's mysteries.
Hey guys, it's Drew with Living History Comes Alive and Living History's Mysteries. We are back out here at the Schulte Cemetery in between Cassopolis and Dowagiac, Michigan. There's apparently been a lot of activity out here since we were here last year. We expected to come out here and find the place pretty much how we left it. But we have found signs of people camping out here. We have found clothing out here. We have found toothbrushes and forks. We have found graves that are damaged that weren't damaged last year. Tonight, we're going to be treading very lightly on this ground, because as active as it was last year, with the things that apparently have gone on since we were here last time, it's almost a guarantee somebody's probably pretty angry with the way this ground's been treated. We'll just have to see. That's new since the last time we were out here. That was standing very tall and straight. And look how it's shifted in the ground just since we were here last year. But what really gets me is this. Absolutely no clue what that is right there. Almost like something was digging at this area. Looks like we're in for an evening of adventure. There's the twisty tree that you heard us talking a lot about in the video when we were previously out here. As you can see, one part of the tree grows strong and straight. The other one has twisted completely over on itself. And grown back into the brush. I'm sure we'll hear more about the twisty tree tonight. Upon arriving here, one of the first things that Mark and I noticed was this tree and the marks that are on it. None of these marks, these scratches, nothing were on here. We literally parked our car right here last year when we were here. None of these marks were on that tree last year. If you look, some of them are way out of reach. Kind of makes you wonder, don't it? What scratched up that old tree? What are the scratches on the ground next to the grave back here? We're going to try to find that out. What was it you heard?
Heard some kind of like a loud knocking noise or something. Like a creaking noise.
No wind. Nothing to blow to make the trees creak. Sun's close to being down. Activity's already starting. Okay, Mark wanted to do a little bit of preliminary investigating while the sun was still up. And he's running his app right now. He's picking up a very high concentration of EM energy right here where the camera's setting at in the witch's circle. And as he walked right over between those set of graves and this one, the word expect came up after the name Aaliyah. There's no Aaliyah here. There's an Arminda. But expect what? You're picking up higher numbers right here inside the witch's circle?
Mm-hmm. I'm not picking up anything. It's really low.
Come back over here.
Yep, now it's moving up.
Come right here in front of the camera.
There we go.
What kind of reading?
I just got a word that says Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, I don't think there's an Aaliyah around here. That's all on a tombstone.
You what?
I just got the word anger.
Anger. Expect anger?
What do you mean by joined? Be brave. Well, I am. Well, we are brave. We're here. That tree is pulling again.
Getting closer to sunset.
Do remember. Anything else you want to say? What do you remember from this? I know. Called. What do you mean by called?
Now, of course, being this close to what was Native American ground at one time before they were slowly pushed westward, I had to look in all sources of possibilities. And I spent a lot of time this afternoon looking at the Potawatomi legend of the Wendigo or the Wendigo. Now, understand there's a difference between, Wendigo and Wendigo. A Wendigo is believed to be corporeal. It can actually be harmed by modern means, a club, a knife, a tomahawk, a bullet, where a Wendigo is a spirit or a demon that's summoned by Native American witches. Now, both of these entities can infest your mind, they can infest your body, they can draw you to them. They don't normally attack groups, and a lot of times they're seen, or the legend refers to them being seen during times of winter when the natives were starving and they would go out alone to hunt and provide for their family and never to be seen again. The legend, of course, was that the Wendigo attacked them and consumed them, which really, honestly, being a spirit, does no good, because the more it eats, the hungrier it gets and the more vicious it gets. In no way, shape, or form are we saying that's what it is, but I'm going to let Mark tell you about it.
Hi everyone, welcome and thank you for joining us tonight. As Drew was saying about the Wendigo, I pulled out a little brief historical information on what the Wendigo is. Wendigo is a mythological creature or evil spirit which originates from the folklore of East nations, based in and around East Coast forest of Canada, Great Plains region, and also in the Great Lakes region where we're at right now, state of Michigan. Wendigo is often said to be a malevolent spirit, sometimes depicted as a creature of human-like characteristics, which possesses human beings. Wendigo is known to invoke feelings of greed, hunger, and also the desire to cannibalize other humans, as well as the propensity to commit murder in those that fall under its influence. So, that's just reading that, just really interesting.
As you can see over my shoulder, the sun is just about down. Not very long, we'll be able to start the night portion of the investigation and see if we can get activity out here like we did last time. We're already off to a good start. We've been hearing things back in the wood line. Mark's been getting communication on his equipment. Something tells me tonight is going to be interesting. Alright guys, the sun is down. We're going to start doing some of the preliminary investigations. I was checking with Mark to see if there was any information on this cemetery, when it was founded or anything like that, and there's nothing. There is no history to this cemetery whatsoever. But we do know that we have a Revolutionary War grave and we have a War of 1812 grave. So we know it's at least been here since the late 1700s. This place will give you the creeps. You always feel like you're being watched.
Scanning.
Mr. Lybrook, John, soldier in the Revolutionary Army. We too are soldiers. Do you have anything to say to us, sir? A lot of time has passed. Would you like to talk? The arrow is pointing right down at the base of this tree.
Fear me.
Fear you? Not a very good way to open a conversation, sir. What was it that your message said to you earlier, Mark?
It said fear.
Fear?
Oh, no, wait, anger.
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 Why should we fear you?
Waste.
We didn't leave the waste behind. We have much more respect than that.
Are you upset that there's waste here in the cemetery?
Heard.
We heard. We heard. But why should we fear you? We come bringing no malice.
Kept.
What's kept? This is a lot more conversation than we got last year when we were out here too.
Yep. Are you saying that the waste is kept here? Is that what you're saying?
Party.
They had a party.
Yep.
That explains the firewood, clothes
yep.
laying everywhere, and waste everywhere. You and Hannah rest easy. We will leave nothing behind.
Use.
Use.
What would you like us to use?
Mr. Shirt, I'm going to use this device to try to communicate with you. That way we can speak. I know that you were a soldier in the War of 1812. Thank you for your service. I'm sure that you've seen hell while in service. But I'm going to turn on this device so we can communicate.
Scanning.
Can you hear me, Mr. Shirt? Do you not wish to speak to us?
Do you have anything to say?
Fear.
Why is everyone here so intent on us fearing? What is there here to fear?
Hunter.
A hunter?
What kind of hunter?
Peggy.
Peggy. Peggy.
As far as I know, there's no Peggy around here in the cemetery.
It's Cynthia on this side. What kind of hunter is here that we should fear?
Nine.
9. Is that the number of hunters that watch this ground? Mr. Shirt?
Jackson.
Jackson. Jackson who? Jackson where?
Intersection.
Intersection.
Oh, we are pretty close to the intersection.
I don't think he means that kind of intersection. The crossing of two lines, whether it be a road or a ley line or two trails. Do you have anything else to say to us, sir, before we move on? All right. Rest, soldier.
Fear me.
Back to fear me again.
It's up in the cemetery. That's the third time we heard the word fear, and then I got anger.
Second time we've heard fear me.
Is it there? Oh, yeah, second time. That's right.
Scanning stop.
And then we heard the word anger. Like, what is? Anyone like to say something? I am here to listen. You want to say something? Rain. I don't think it's going to rain tonight. Anything else you want to say? Sometime? Are you saying there's going to be rain sometime coming? Because I know you did say weather earlier. And it says Wednesday, we do have rain showers coming.
Why do you want us to go?
Anyone want to say something? Anyone wish to talk? Owen. Who's Owen? Can you tell me who Owen is? Is Owen a family member? If you got something to say something into this device. Real. What do you mean by real? Real what?
You heard that too, huh?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by real? We heard a noise.
We're getting a high EM spike too.
Manor.
Manor.
Manor, yeah. What do you mean by manor?
Manor, M-A-N-O-R or M-A-N-N-E-R?
M-A-N-O-R.
So they could be talking about the farm,
Yeah.
where the soldiers set up at for the Black Hawk War. What?
There was
Deborah.
What was it?
Deborah.
You're talking about the manor. There was a farmhouse in this area. Is that what you're talking about? The Shirt farmhouse? Is that what you're saying? Faith. I do have faith. What do you have faith in? What do you have faith in, or faith in what?
Under.
Wound.
Womb.
Wound.
Wound. Mine just said under.
What were you wounded? Were you wounded? Wounded where? Or how? They're picking up a lot of energy in this region, the cemetery.
7.
7. You're walking, it says gate. You're walking towards a gate. I'm wondering, because you're walking directly towards that tree.
I didn't see any gates.
There's not a physical gate here. I don't think that's what it means.
Gate like another gate like I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Well.
Exactly what I was thinking.
You got anything else to say?
This bloody thing just said dead.
Would you care to elaborate between dead and wound? Is that how you died? Was from a wound?
Scratch.
Scratch.
What?
Scratch. Last time we were here, we got Diablo. We got...
Shattered.
They're
Anything else to
shattered.
say? Wish to say anything else? Care to elaborate?
Scratch had a capital S. You know who old Scratch is.
Yep. Last time we were here, we heard the word malevolent.
Malevolent was the very last word we heard when the girls decided they wanted to leave.
Yep.
I don't know what just happened, but for some reason when Mark was getting closer to the twisty tree that we the last time referred to as a gateway, you've seen what happened to the camera. Staticked up, shut down. I just turned it back off. I turned it off, turned it back on, and it's showing 89% power. There's no reason. I've never seen this thing static up before and then shut down like that. I've had this phone for 2 years.
Yes, I do have the chills right now.
It's never done it. So far, he's come up with a menagerie of different words that could be construed as warnings. Let's get back over to him.
Anything else to say?
You said it said chill?
Chills. It said chill, and then it said Connor, and then it says chills. Mirror. What do you mean by mirror? What kind of mirror are you talking about?
Scanning.
Okay, I know this is really, really messed up, and I really hope the microphone picked it up, but I just heard a breath out of my right ear. At first, I thought it was you, then I realized I didn't hear it from the front, I heard it from the back, almost right beside me. Like,
Anything else you want to say? Pen.
Ken?
Pen.
Pen.
Yeah, pen. Writing pen. Pen.
Heavy.
Heavy.
What are you getting in? What are you getting into here? What are you talking about? Energy is still coming from this tree. You know, a lot of activity.
Mm-hmm.
But the words they've been saying is I don't get what they're talking about.
I know it makes no sense.
It doesn't. It's like it's encrypted. It's like,
Felt.
Felt.
what did you felt? Felt what? Felt like? Felt what? What is it? What are you feeling?
Kick.
Kick.
Kick what? What did you kick?
Soccer.
Soccer?
Oh my. I don't get it. Got anything else to say?
Scanning.
Talking to this device. No one has anything to say?
Okay, I have no clue what just went in front of that camera. I had to check my own hand to make sure there wasn't a cigar in it. I don't know what that haze was.
We are here to listen.
We're getting a lot of conversation. Something's not right. It says map.
What else do you have to say?
Fear again.
Is that what you want me to do, is move forward? Fine, I'm moving forward.
It tells you to move forward. Paraloose says fear. I just heard something over there, like leaves cracking, and it was keeping in pace with us.
Seen you.
Seen you.
Report. How can I report anything? What do you want me to report?
Pain. I hear your EMF detector going off.
It's going nuts right now. Begin. Begin where? Where do you want me to begin?
Henry.
Henry.
Hidden.
Hidden.
Where are you hiding?
The arrow's pointing right at that tree. Yours said ambulance and mine said knife. Alright guys, we're kind of getting the feeling that we've overstayed our welcome. As we move closer to the vehicle, we're getting a lot more physical contact. And with what happened last time with that tree and whatever's out here on this ground, we're not taking any more chances.
If
If.
what?
So we're into the investigation with this. We have a lot of really good material to go through tonight, so I can get this out to you on Tuesday.
I think we got more information and all that stuff from last time, I believe.
I think we got a lot more. Yeah, I would definitely say we got a lot more information and communication. Unholy.
Scanning stopped.
So we're going to hit it tonight, guys. That's going to be the end of Schulte Cemetery, part 2 for the new season of 2021. Thank you for joining us on the investigation.
Be sure to tune in to a few more investigations. I've been looking into several other ones, like especially the next upcoming cemetery is going to be up north of Battle Creek. This one is supposedly haunted by a Revolutionary War soldier. And also, there's a Civil War soldier buried there that died in Andersonville. Stay there for about 4 months. So tune in that one. That is going to be an interesting one.
Most definitely. But all right, guys, we're out of here. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. We do. Catch you on down the road.